Hello and welcome to Starfield. I am still on Mars, around Sidonia, and we need to find Percival. I went to clear out the, I guess like, I don't know what they were called, the raiders of the thingamabobber. I'm not off to a good start right now, so we're going to find Percival. It is part of the UC mission. I had to go and clear his name with the trade authority, and so now I need to go and find him to let him know that everything is okay. Then we'll flop and go to the Crimson Fleet. But before we do that, I want to find out what this Heart of Mars is. It's in a cave somewhere on here. Oh, really? Is this where I was? Yes. Okay. I've already cleared out this area.
Exploring these mining operations has given me an
spacers?
appreciation for the risks Dusties take to make a living.
So let's see. Where? Good grief, where is this guy? I'm glad they spawned me like in the middle of everything so I didn't have to walk. He is... You know what? This guy just did not want to be found. And now I gotta go... Oh, good grief. Ugh. Well, you know... I don't know if Sarah is following or if she can. Good luck to her. What was that? Oh, hold on. It's an X. I don't need anything that bad to do an expert level block. Goodness. Wow. He's got like his own little cozy...
Constructing that massive structure in this cavern must
Yeah.
have been quite a feat. I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
Basically, I guess. He's got his own little, condo down here in the mines. I'm surprised there's nothing else in here. Well, I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, but... I'm actually surprised there's not even like alien critters. Okay. Caution? Restricted area by orders. Okay. Watch, I'm gonna have to help him do something. It's never that easy. Are you gonna shoot me or are you gonna talk to me?
Got me out of the red with the trade authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor.
Oh, You look just like Barrett.
Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
Dr. Walker, I have a tissue sample I need analyze. Full workup.
Tissue sample?
Yep.
You came all the way down here for that? Must be some damn important cells.
Yeah, remember
wanna
when
tell
I
me what I'm
took
about to
down
be
that
staring at?
monster? Terrormorph cells from a world too young to have one.
A fast-growing terrormorph. That is concerning.
Yep.
Who exactly told you to bring this to me?
Hadrian Sanin? Someone who said she was an old colleague of yours.
Hadrian. She gave you this? If she made you come all the way for this.
Killed it.
Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
She didn't exactly give it to me. That's true. I was supposed to come down here. The whole reason to find him was to give him the sample. Come on. Are you like Barrett's long-lost brother?
I'm gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests.
Gotcha. Aren't you supposed to be hiding out?
You mentioned how you took care of the dead. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research. But I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days.
Yeah? What in the world? Who are you?
All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right. Just get those cellular
It's like
markers
a vault.
tagged. Wait. Where are the markers? This can't be right.
What do you
The
have
sun.
in here?
It's Londinian. I'll need to get this off with a slate.
What? Look at this place. It's a holding cell. Look at these scratches on the walls. What are you? Is this like an Indominus Rex that you're growing in here? Like, good grief, dude. Oh, this one's broken. Oh, shoot, Sarah. All right, what you got?
Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me?
I killed the
Because
thing
if
that
you
took
told
it
me
myself.
this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
The sample's not fake. I collected it from the Terrormorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh?
No.
This sample,
Why
it's
are
got
your
all
eyes
the indicators
red,
of the
too?
worst Terrormorph attack in human history.
Is this everybody on
I presume
Mars?
you've heard of Londinian.
Sounds familiar?
It was a city wiped completely off the map by Terrormorphs. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terrormorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terrormorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
Orders are to take you in that analysis to Hadrian. Take you in that. You should be waiting. She should be waiting at the 6th circle. Orders are to take you in the analysis. Get your boots on. No, come on, let's go to the 6th circle.
Could use a drink about now.
Sure.
Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Gotcha. Red Devil's headquarters. Is that what this is? The Red Devil's headquarters? Okay. I guess so. Alright, let's go. What?
Adrian.
Oh.
Percival.
Hey, she met me here.
My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
Okay. Delivering doubles. Do you have
Was
these?
that Percival walking through there with you?
Yes.
Oh, glad to see he's still kicking.
You don't have those crazy red eyes. You only have one. It's just weird. Everybody has these crazy red and yellow eyes.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little more gunfire than I usually like on my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage.
Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terrormorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow?
Oh, House.
Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I'm
I didn't think the
Freestar.
Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
If all you need is someone to charm some higher-ups, I'm your gal. Doesn't sound like any run-of-the-mill data you're after. Think you owe me an explanation? Cabinet, what is that? Actually, I don't know.
The Cabinet's the UC's highest governing body. The President, top military brass, scientific and diplomatic division heads.
Gotcha.
Any major decision the UC makes goes through them. They're the only real chance we've got of unlocking the archives. So without their blessing, we're flying blind.
Alright, let's go.
Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield
Is that why you
as
have
weapons.
red eyes?
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
I kinda guess.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
I actually know who you are and your past. Well, that's none of my concern. Still doesn't explain what this Terrormorph data is doing in the archives. I was wondering if you were ever going to share that nugget with me. Then what does that make you two? Is the UC going to throw me in prison for helping you?
No. We were both dismissed after the war for what we did. These days, we're just concerned citizens with a very particular area of expertise. Our damage has been done for a long time.
Okay.
Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terrormorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War.
Okay.
Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean.
Okay.
And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
I'm going to need some time to think about this. Why should I trust the data? No, okay. Okay, let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of MAST in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Pushy much? Alright, we do need to go there, ma'am. Sarah wants to go speak to Admiral Logan, which is also, I think, in New Atlantis. I also need to go to New Atlantis for the other stuff. There's also the Heart of Mars that is over here. Over here. Let's go and see about the Heart of Mars before I get off of Mars, because I don't want to keep flopping back and forth.
We'll be lucky if we pull anything organic off this rock.
Stop being so whiny. Let's go. And then we can go talk to your admiral. Cave. Don't worry, Sarah. I'm gonna get to your story in a second. Extract Heart of Mars. This? Return to Layla. What is this? It's like piles of poop. Okay, so this lady, let me see if I can float down to her. Wanted me to find something called the Heart of Mars. It's some kind of rock. And,
I bet my supervisor I could haul up double my normal quota. Guess who owes me drinks for the rest of the month?
Ooh, you go, girl. Here you go.
What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the Heart of Mars? It's supposed to be harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist.
Well, you know what?
Here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You
You are
showed
a
me up on
jerk.
this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
Thanks. Is that even worth doing? Probably not. So, in memoriam, which is what... Okay, let's go talk to Admiral Logan, because apparently that's what Sarah wants me to do. It's what the game apparently wants me to do. And then we have to go and talk to MAST for the terror... whatever. What's with characters popping a squat places? Like, stand up, dude. What are you doing?
You should see some of the ships we get down in here. Like their owners for decorating their ships with heat leech nets.
Well, why are you
would be a nice
squatting?
touch.
Okay.
Captain! Over here.
Oh shoot, you scared the crud out of me. I didn't know who. Oh wait, hold on a second. I'm not talking to you just yet. That's the other quest that I'm supposed to talk to. I know. But Sarah keeps saying she wants to talk to her boss. So, let's talk to this guy. Hey.
My appointment's late as full. Maybe another time. I'm quite busy, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, hold on a sec. Oh, no.
I'm far too busy to talk right now.
You saw that slouch? Oh, I'm far too busy to talk. Alright, I guess we have to, since everybody's here in a meeting room, we have to do the meeting for the Terrormorph first. And then we'll talk to him about Sarah's quest. Alright, ma'am. You got the other
workup's in
quest
cabinet's
locked,
hands.
so let's go.
They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there.
You're an alien?
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place.
Okay.
I am a clone. Of a man named Francois Sanon.
Is that where your eyes red?
One-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC Navy. They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
I'm more interested in what this has to do with us addressing the cabinet. Doesn't sound like they succeeded in securing that legacy. That's mean. This Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him. You're a clone of a man? How did that work? Are there others from your program still out there? Other clones?
I'm the last.
Oh.
A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it. A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world.
Okay.
He and I are different on more than a few levels. But there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Okay, what does this have to do with the cabinet?
The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians.
Okay.
And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
Okay. You're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours. Not sure I can blame them. This family of yours, it sounds like they were paragons of virtue. No, don't be mean. So, oh, no. Wow, and I thought my family was messed up. Okay.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or, if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
I don't have any... Actually, I need to take care of a few things. So, honestly, I can't take care of a few things. I can't talk to the guy. No, let's go.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue. Here we go.
Sounds good. There used to be a guy standing on on top of one of these buildings. I don't see that he's there anymore, though. I'll have to go and check on him later.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
See, I need to talk to that guy, but he won't talk to me.
Welcome.
You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
She made it clear that addressing this issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Why are you...
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have 2 petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terrormorph data. Currently, a request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all 3 armistice signatories.
That was weird.
UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
I don't know, but your sound clip was off, ma'am. We're still trying to figure out what we're facing. We can't make an informed decision without data. We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible Terrormorph apocalypse. That sounds... I'm just here to talk about what happens. She's the one with the plans. Alright.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terrormorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack.
He did it.
Seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
Oh, sit down.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium.
I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this Terrormorph seem at all alarming to you?
It was gigantic. What the heck do you want me to bring you the corpse? It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming. I only know what I was told. It's tissue matched one. No, ma'am. It's nothing special.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
For me, yes. Yes, I would. But y'all are like a council. Shouldn't y'all, like think for yourselves instead of some captain telling you what to do? If there's a chance what happened to Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the request.
I'm uncomfortable opening the archives without gathering more information. However, if that's the path forward you prefer, then so be it.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Is Jemison under attack again?
Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident. Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terrormorphs.
Terrormorphs.
No.
More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
Damn it. They're here. Now.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later.
Come on!
Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
A citywide panic.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am.
This isn't a good time
Captain,
to talk.
I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
Alright. She's following me. Look at these guys. Derp. Like, what's going on? Whoa! Get out the way.
You!
What the heck is going on? Why are...
Stop!
Why are they...
trying to help you!
Oh, wow. These things... What is...
Stop!
happening? What is this? What is this?
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
What? Why are these people, like, brainwashed?
Oh, you're going to regret this.
No! Don't kill me!
You're done.
Are we killing these things, or are we just, subduing them? Like, I don't know.
Goodbye.
Okay. I'm so confused. Okay, well, we did that with them. What is happening? This is not something that we should be doing in public, sir. Shoot him in the butt. All right. Bonk, bonk. Good grief. Bonk. This is not right. The chunks lady. Come on. Incapacitate to access the situation at the NAT station. Okay, where are we? Bunk, hey, lady.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terrormorphs' influence, weren't they?
I guess so.
I don't know.
I don't know how this works.
They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terrormorphs, they can induce this fog.
Okay.
It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control. Turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to.
Okay.
They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire. And keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Alright. Sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked.
Take the space.
Please, do what you can to help them.
Poor Jemison. Space invaders, and now this? We're on fire again.
No time to waste, Captain.
All right.
Smash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
What do you mean it's not real? Is that what she just said?
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
Did I subdue it? Like, what is happening? This is not cutting it. We're supposed to kill this thing. Where's my embark?
Yeah, shoot it! Shoot it!
Captain!
What?
It's going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now is not
Experiencing,
real.
like, almost.
We have to put down that floor.
I am!
Watch out!
I mean, I am part. Shoot. I am part alien. Or is it?
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
Wait, officer? Are you and this woman experts?
Oh, look at you,
Take whatever
Mr.
we can get right now.
Mr. Arrest
We've got the
me.
remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, I've got one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Oh, you scared? Mr. Oh, arrest me on sight. Who are you?
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with Terrormorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight.
This is true.
Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
If you, I want you watching our backs. We'll handle this. You stay put.
We're not afraid, but we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts.
Hold the line.
Your call. We're on the line.
I'm not gonna take them out. They're just gonna turn on me. Let me save. Let's quick save. This one's closer. What is this? Terrormorph.
I'll follow in behind you.
It's after Sarah. Okay. Ooh, this one's all crispy. Whoa! It kind of blew itself up.
Stop! Stop! Don't shoot! We're friendly!
You can't hide.
It's so creepy.
Target down.
Speak to Sergeant
Nice work,
Yumi.
Captain.
It's over. Thank God. If these things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Well, I mean, they were just kind of sleeping. I don't know. Yumi, what you got?
Guess they weren't kidding about you two.
Oh.
Universe put the right people in the right place.
Do you regret arresting me earlier, sir? You don't look like it. Look at that smug little smirk on your face. I could slap it. You all held the line. You're the heroes here, not us. Oh, and it takes work.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Why is your voice
Just
drop
glad
lower?
we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terrormorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Report to the President. Okay. So wait, she's not coming with me? She's just gonna stay there? Alright, guys.
Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Captain?
About me,
Adrian,
you owe me.
It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terrormorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
You think? I agree, thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terrormorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks.
Perfect.
But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
Nice.
As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball.
I got you, Freestar Collective.
Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Of course. If you're sure that's the wisest course of action, I can't be your representatives. I'm just some Vanguard nobody. Tell me what I'm getting into first. Me? Why send a diplomat? Someone trained? You know what? Sure.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data.
Really?
So, will you help us?
Why not? Yes, count me in.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Isn't a good time to talk.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni.
Sir!
Start getting a plan together
I'm quite
for
busy,
that data.
so if you'll excuse me.
Do I have to talk to him while he's like in his desk or something? Like, what is going on? Why, Sarah, your boss won't talk to me. Like,
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Sergeant Yumi can kiss my butt.
Pardon?
Chief Yassine, these orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre.
Oh,
Chief
he has
Yassine's
some
second in
serious
command.
bangs going on.
I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terrormorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events.
No, she just told me
also
earlier
know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes.
the Freestar Collective.
Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
You'd think they'd be clamoring to help after the spaceport attack. No problem, just going to need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium. Oh no. Alright.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here.
God.
Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's do Freestar.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
Okay.
If Sam is any example of how stubborn the Freestar people can be, then I can imagine how difficult it must be dealing with this ambassador.
Sam's
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her...
And who knows?
Sorry. Press the button.
Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Alright, tell me about these other tools then.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Oh, great. Stealth.
Now,
which
we
this game
recovered
does
some
not
intel we believe should be able to help with that.
let you do stealth at all.
But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information.
Okay.
Maybe even convince to work with you.
That's all the info I need for the moment on Ambassador Radcliffe.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Okay. How about Ambassador Balmore?
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
That actually sounds pretty promising. I'm sure he can be reasoned with. House Varun are people just like us. Seems like nothing but a bunch of madmen. Okay.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmor is actually still alive.
Okay.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Okay.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
I'll track him down.
I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you.
Okay.
And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Gotcha.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask.
Gotcha.
I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind.
Okay.
Be smart out there, Captain.
Alright, sounds good. First, before I leave though, I want to talk to this guy if he will talk to me.
Yes?
Okay, hello.
Maybe since he's in his office, he might talk to me.
Sarah Morgan. It's been, what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
Slow down. I just saved all y'all butts. I'm here to support Sarah as a friend. I work with Sarah at Constellation.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to honor the fallen that served under her command. Sarah's here to resolve an incident that ended her naval career. Sarah's here to solve a mystery that has been plaguing her conscience.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
The emotional pain Sarah's been suffering has to end. We refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
Oh, now he's
They were
changing
my
his tune.
responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander.
Yeah, you came
Our
in
last
all hot
encounter
at
has
us.
obviously
Jeez.
distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Yay! Proceed to Cassiopeia. Well, I am going to end the episode here. We have Sarah's quests going. We got UC's Vanguard quest going. The Crimson Fleet ones might need to back up track. I want to stay kind of focused.
The loss of life.
So
damage to the spaceport. The costs of this attack are greater than I think we
thank you
realize.
everybody who has joined me. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.